Hey there everybody, this is VernKerrigan, and this is the third episode of my Let's Play Zoo Tycoon. I apologize about the last episode. My voice is all mecha sounding as if I'm going through a robotic filter. That was because I ran over on time a little bit and had to compress it down because I couldn't really find anything that I was content with editing out. And so it sounds kind of bad, and the video quality is lower because I had to use a different editing program than usual. I tried to get it HD like the last one, but it generated a 200 gigabyte file, and my hard drive only had 181 gigabytes at the time. So we're going to be continuing, so let's continue our save game. Here we go, this is our zoo. We've got primate house, concessions area, some bathrooms, some Thompson's gazelles who have trampled a little bit of terrain, and over here we have a penguin exhibit that is not complete and probably won't be complete for a little while. Let's take savannah grass and plop that in there and check to make sure that my gazelles are happy. Excellent. So when we last left off, I was waiting to have enough money to fill this in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away because it will take a very, very long time, and I don't want to have you guys sit here looking basically at the screen for however long it ends up taking me. So I will stop recording and come back when I have gotten this exhibit at least closer to being done, and if anything happens I'll be sure to start recording and let you guys know. So I will see you in just 1 second. And it looks like I am out of luck. The reptile house has just finished researching. Gotta restart my timer there. So let's throw that in. Primate house, reptile house. So this will function very much like the primate house in that it will keep guests over at it. So I don't really have a fantastic place to put it, but I feel like this area is going to be a real hub a little bit later on, so we'll put it right there. And it'll draw a few people over. As you can see, it's +5/+5, whereas our primate house is only +5/+3. And I believe I said in the last episode it had an upkeep cost. It appears that is wrong, so whoop-de-doo. No upkeep, and a nice little gravity increase, and it has cool stuff and keeps my guests happy. My maintenance worker, though, needs to get on the job, so I will come back when I have enough money, or have filled this out with some snow and a fair bit of salt water as well. So I'll see you then, or when something interesting happens. Hey there everybody, I am back. It appears that one of my gazelles has given birth, and so I just need to check up on them. Yes, we got a 10th gazelle, but not an 11th, which means that our current shelters are still doing fine. It appears no trampled terrain, so just wanted to show you guys, or cut in whenever I can't talk right now. Whenever something interesting happens, aside from getting buildings through the research and conservation programs, I'll go over all the things I get all at once when I am done with this exhibit. As you can see, our money is going up steadily, and so I'm gonna start terraforming this area pretty soon, I think. So I will be back in just a moment. Alright everyone, I am back because we just got more animals and buildings. So I wanted to go through those. If we go to our scenery, we now have a very large number. We got all sorts of fountains and statues and whatnot. Here we have a family restroom, which I'll put in a couple over here, just to be nice to our guests. Kids gotta go to the bathroom somewhere, right? And then we have ice cream stands, pizza stands, burger stands, all sorts of stuff, petting zoos, gift shops, restaurants, animal theater. That's not a restaurant. I thought we had a restaurant. Anywho, we'll get a restaurant eventually. Oh, and a gazelle has given birth. As you can see, we've got a lot more stuff there. Our animals list is hugely expanded. Nothing in terrain. So let's go take care of our gazelles, because I know that right now they are not pleased with their shelters. There's too much trampled terrain, and there are not enough shelters. So, let's deal with the shelters first. I think it was only in the expansion packs that they had the option, but in some version of this game you could actually remove the foliage from your view, which was fantastic for finding trampled terrain. I can see it right there. Ooh, not snow. But with the foliage in the way, it can get somewhat annoying. Insect House is now available. Yeah, so as you can see, done a little bit more over here, but it's coming along pretty slowly. We've got stuff up here now, a reptile house up here, and it is pulling guests along this route right here, which is nice, keeping them in the zoo longer. And so the waiting game continues. Sorry about all the cutting out and such, but I figure watching me wait here for months and months and months on end is worse than having the random cuts in the middle. And I'm doing the random cuts in the middle because I'm really not all that great at editing, as you can probably tell from the last video. So if I can just get it in nice whole video chunks that I can splice together in Movie Maker or Sony Vegas, then that just makes my life so much easier. So I will get back to you in a couple of minutes. Tell you what, guys, I am getting tired of waiting, and so I've decided to take what I have already, and once I get $3,000, I will put in my penguins. Put in 2 penguins, and then let that run for a while. They might be a little bit unhappy at first, but that should go down. So I've made a list of all the things that have happened. Yes, we did just get a large giraffe shelter. It is like this large concrete shelter, except for giraffes. We got the Research Zookeeper Training 1, and now we're getting Zookeeper Training 2, which is fantastic. Zookeeper Training 1 makes animals happier when a zookeeper is in the exhibit. We got Globe Willow Tree. It's in the foliage section right here. So a deciduous tree. We got the Rock Cave Shelter here. Cat family, bear family, and wolf family prefer this. I added in some more restrooms, a burger joint, a drink place over here, and some restrooms over here, because people were getting really crowded in here. My one maintenance worker wasn't able to deal with how much trash they were producing, so I hired another one. But there was just garbage all over this place. All 3 of these trash cans were full, so I put in 3 more, hired a maintenance worker, and then these restrooms were rather busy. We got an aviary, which is much like the primate house and reptile house, except for birds. The lion climbing rock, I think it's the large lion rock, there it is. Toys are a lot like shelters. Some animals, such as lions, require entertainment, and rocks like this provide entertainment in the same way that a shelter provides privacy. It provides for 2 animals, and a large provides for 4, which is nice. Oh, it was Halloween yesterday, so get a little witch going across the screen. Where was I? We got Maintenance Worker Training 1, which allows them to clean up faster. Some more gazelles gave birth, and I, of course, added another shelter in to help deal with their privacy. We got a program called Primates of Southeast Asia. If we go here, we have Endangered Primates of the World, which is what we are currently using in our primate house. But we could switch it for $120 a month to Primates of Southeast Asia, which provides +6 happiness for both adults and children. I'm not going to do that at the moment because I'm strap for cash, which has gone up. Must have been, yeah, at the end of October we got a large amount of cash and private donations. The tree that just popped up, I'm not entirely sure what that was. Who knows? Maybe we'll come across it. Maybe we won't. Hired another maintenance worker, burger stand. Oh yes, Deadly Snakes of the World, much like for the Primate House. We got Deadly Snakes of the World, which is, oh my goodness, it's $120 a month, which we can afford for a +5 bonus to adult happiness and a +7 bonus for child happiness. We're definitely doing that. And now we have plenty of money. We can actually put in 2 penguins of each gender. Penguins, and then figure out what they need. More rocks, not enough salt water, not enough shelters. Okay. The salt water problem will have to wait. Rocks I can deal with. We got more rocks. Do they like the snowy rock formation? Let's throw that in there. And then throw some large rocks in there and a different... Oh! The zoo is low on money. An emergency funding drive has raised an additional $10,000. Awesome. That is fantastic. And we'll dot a couple of small rocks in there. Penguins, they like rocks. Obviously, penguins live in Antarctica, so they're not a huge fan of the foliage. It's not very natural to them. And let's put in... I can't put that in the water. Let's put it right there. And then... Oh, perfect. Excellent. So now they need shelters, which I probably should have left a little bit more room for shelters. As the penguin population grows, that might become a problem. But if it gets to the point where, excuse me, I have a large amount of money, I can just knock down this fence right here, or build over here, and then knock down this fence. So now they need a little bit more salt water, obviously because they are ocean-swimming animals. So let's put... Oh, there. That should be enough. Good. So now we're going to start getting a lot more people flooding this area and this area, and a few less going around here. And that's nice because they're on a nice straight path, which is good because eventually we can take that straight path and maybe send it out this way or over here, somewhere other than right at the entrance. That's part of the reason I put in this burger stand and this drink stand. Everyone had to come back to... Goodness gracious. Everyone had to come back to right here in order to get food and drink. And good, I did start my timer. And that was just causing a big pile up here. I did not like it at all. We're going to expand the dirt path a little bit more. Because now we are rolling in cash with a whopping $8,000. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. These are our expenditures for the months that you missed. So 9,000 there, 5,000, 7,000, and another 5,000 this month. But we are making money again, so now that we have these penguins, hopefully our guest amount will increase. Goodness gracious. 227 guests. So at the start of this episode, I think we had 110, and we have more than doubled that. And none of them are angry. We've got one that needs to go to the bathroom. He's right by the bathrooms. Good. Thirst is becoming a little bit of a problem, but as we click through these guys, they're all nearby someplace they can get something to drink if they really wanted to. Being tired. Yes, so your little people, your guests, can get tired from walking around, as can any reasonable person. So what you do to fix that is you just throw some benches in looking at a cool exhibit. I generally do this with penguins or lions or Bengal tigers. Big exhibits that everyone likes to look at. You know, everyone loves lions, everyone loves penguins, everyone loves polar bears especially. And some other animals can be a little bit more iffy. More animals and objects become available for purchase. Excellent. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, we got a bunch more buildings and stuff to play with. So let's see if we can't put some down. A restaurant. I don't really have a good place for it. So let's make a good place for it. Restaurants are one of my favorite buildings. They make so much money no matter what. And the reason for that is everyone can go to a restaurant. It doesn't matter which of their bars are low. It doesn't matter if they're low on energy or need to go to the bathroom or need food or drink. The restaurant serves all the needs. It fills them all up in one go. So being able to just have that happen, and we just got a snow leopard, being able to have that fill up makes it a ton of money. $12 per guest, and all the guests go there, and it lights up. You can see the smoke going out if there are guests inside of it. What I was trying to do is go over here and purchase a compost building. This will generate a steady stream of revenue, and I think you only ever want one or maybe two, but if we look at our finance page, it will add to this recycling number, which normally only goes up if you sell a building. So let's head back over here. The restaurant is good. We have an aviary, which will be good at some point, but I don't want to stack all of my high gravity buildings all in this area. I just wanted to get that restaurant in because it makes so much money. I put it in a few seconds ago, really, and it's already made $240. I can't pass that up. A Japanese garden. Again, fairly high gravity, not the highest, and I don't think it makes money, but it is a great way to pull, I think it's, yes, adults will especially appreciate its contemplative design, so it will draw adults and not so much kids. An animal theater will... Oh, zookeeper training 2. That means they can place food faster. Animal theater, everyone likes it. An elephant ride, mostly children. In fact, according to its description, it might actually send adults in the opposite direction because of the smell. And a carousel. Petting zoo. Petting zoos are always nice. No real zoo is complete without a petting zoo. A pizza stand. I don't think we really have a need for a pizza stand at the moment. Burger joint, family restroom, drink stand, hot dog stand. Yeah, the rest of that is not new. Any cool animals? Polar bears are always fun. They're also really easy to cater to. Basically, this exhibit with more snow and less water is exactly what polar bears want. The big cats, other than the Bengal tiger, can be really tough because they like terrain. They like hilly terrain, which is the one thing that I don't like to give at all. It's very expensive. It's time-consuming to try and get it just right, and it makes it hard for the zookeeper to get around to the different places, whereas the animals have no trouble. Chimpanzees, fun to watch, terrible to keep in a zoo. They have a chance of jumping over even these big fences, and will go right over these little fences like they weren't there. Again, leopards and cheetahs can be good. African lions are fun. Do I have an elephant? I do have an elephant. I might put in elephants at some point. Elephants are really cool. Who doesn't love elephants? Saltwater crocodiles are always great. They are very, very easy to put in. It's basically all saltwater with just a little bit of land for like food to be put out on. I'm going to move. As you can see, there's a gate here to this exhibit, and it's kind of getting blocked a lot. As you might have seen messages up here that the zookeeper's having trouble getting into this exhibit. So we're just gonna change where the entrance is, and look at how many people we have. and we've drawn them away from here. There's still enough people here to keep these profitable, but for the most part they're going to be over here, away from the entrance, which is exactly what I want. At next, probably going to go here-ish with Bengal tigers once I have a lot more money, because I learned from making this penguin exhibit. Oh, it's Christmas. Happy Christmas, everybody. It was Christmas 2 days ago. It takes a lot more money than I thought it did to actually build an exhibit, which I probably should have expected, considering setting this up and getting my zoo all set up cost, $37,000. But I think that this episode has been a success. I think, despite all the cutting in and out, I think we've gotten a lot done. We have $2,000. That is, yeah, over $2,000 in its first month of operation. Look at our concessions. Our concession sales tripled from, well, not perfectly tripled, but more than tripled from 1,076 to over 3,300, I think, by the end of the month. Come on, break 3,300. You can do it. Come on. One time. And come on. Yes, over 3,300. Fantastic. Tons of private donations. A lot of admissions as well. October admissions were kind of meh, but it really picked up in December, which is fantastic. I think what ends up happening is here we had fewer admissions in December, but more of them were adults, because adults pay twice as much as kids do. So, yeah, here you can see people are piling up here, and I don't really want people to pile up. I want them to go from here to there to there to there, which is causing it, but hopefully adding in Bengal tigers over here. Oh no! A gazelle has died. Oh no. Oh, lag. There's too much trampled terrain. That's sad. I thought they lived longer than that. Oh no. Well, that's a somber note. Come on. Oh, I am getting a very bad frame rate. Hopefully that doesn't show up too much in the video. It must have been creating a new file. Fraps, that is. Wow, frames are getting really poopy. That's not good. So we're gonna keep that. Oh no! All my gazelles are dying! This is sad. Moment of silence for our fallen brethren. And back to talking. You know what? Still having trouble getting to penguin. That's interesting. Huh. Oh, my jaw's hurting a little bit. Large elephant shelter, that's always nice. Though I can probably guess why. Earlier today was the Olympic semi-final match between the US and Canadian women. Oh my goodness, it was intense. The final, actually I'm not going to say the final score, but the team I was rooting for ended up winning. I don't want to give anything away if you're watching this before you find out the result. And it was astounding. The US ended up scoring the second latest goal ever in, I think, professional soccer, and it was second to their own goal in the World Cup last year against Brazil. The words are so hard sometimes. The 2011 World Cup semifinal against Brazil. So it was an action-packed match. I was watching it with my family and some family friends, and we were screaming our heads off, and so my voice is just not quite what it normally is. I'm thinking about demolishing this fence. Maybe I'll save that for next episode, because my timer is almost run down to a minute 30 left on the timer, and I really don't want to go over. So I think, on the note that we have gotten a black leopard available for purchase, I think we will end it off. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a comment, and if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. Until next time, this has been VernKerrigan with Let's Play Zoo Tycoon.